Hello everyone, Hamas28 here, and today we're back with more DeceasedCraft. Might be a bit of a shorter one today. We're down here in the basement, where I've carved out more space. This time we're building the arc furnace. As you can see, I'm using the projector to help map it out. It's a bit hard to see though, honestly. But it took a while, but I compiled all the items we need. Where is my book? So for the arc furnace, we need all of that, which I have in here. So scaffolding, block of steel, sheet metal, all of that stuff, reinforced blast brick, maybe that, and the sheet metal slab. Let's see if we can go, how does it work? No, I want to see. Okay, there we go. So it's going to be scaffolding, slab, like so. So scaffolding, where's my slab? Okay, and it does show it here. Yeah. So this is very helpful. And then if I need to, I can look at the book. Okay, so it's slab, slab. And it will tell me if I put a block in the wrong spot. Yeah, like that. So what goes here? Looks like more flat ones. Why is it? Ah, because it needs to be a heavy, not a light. Here, here, here. Block of steel here and there. Last slab here. Awesome. Oh, okay, so it actually lights up when I'm holding the right item. So we need the reinforced, and this looks like a block of steel. Yep. And these look like the lights. 3 of them at least. Three more here. Like that. What is this? Okay, the blocks of steel go there. Steel sheet metal here and there. And then we need to break some of the top here. Looks like the last 9 are these blocks. Then we have this one, and then the scaffolding. Oh, it goes up even taller, so let's mine up. Get some light up here. And then more scaffolding. And then it's done. And then to build it, I need a hammer, which I don't think I brought. Oh, there we go. You hit right here. Where's my axe? There it is. And there we go, the arc furnace. Now, I did realize that building this was the easy part. One of the more difficult parts was that in order to run it, these 3 slots here are for the graphite electrodes, which is actually very difficult to find, because if you look, how do you craft that? It's actually very simple. 4 hop graphite in a metal press to make the electrode, but then you need a metal press mold, the rod. And how do you get that? Obtained from Masterwork Engineers. And I was like, great. How am I supposed to get that? But I think one of these guys, actually, if you notice, I have in here the engineer's blueprint for the arc furnace electrodes. And I got it from this guy right here. He only sold it for 16 money blocks. crazy expensive this dude was. And if you notice, I looted this little blue thingy from the high-rise. So in order to help craft the graphite electrodes, we need a second building. And this building is the squeezer. Should be down here for S. Unless I'm a fool. Pretty sure it's called the squeezer. Yeah, it's squeezer. Pressing matters. It's a much smaller multi-block, as you can see. So we can just put it like right here. I'm wondering why I don't see the squeezer here. Oh, there we go. Industrial squeezer. Yeah, it's only a 3x3, so we'll go ahead and put this guy right here. And then I did... Oh. Sounds like a zombie's nearby with a backpack. Or it could just be the music. Not quite sure. Okay, so let's see. We need a scaffolding here. Here. Like so. That goes here. Another one there. Redstone block here. Our 4 barrels. 1 piston. And it looks like it's upside down. Didn't think it would actually require it to be right side up. Oh, and it's connected to the wall here. It can't be like that. And it's good to go. So that one was much simpler to build. Then I think, where do you right click it? You right click it somewhere. Let me take a look here in the book. It looks like it's showing this one here. Oh, off to the side. Did I put this sideways? No, this is the these are the inputs, right? Let me see. Orange is electric. Yeah, orange is the input. So this is the output over here. And the reason you need this machine is because we need to make hop graphite dust, which is very easy. You can either put in 8 coke dust or 8 pet coke dust, which is found just by crushing coal coke or blocks of coal coke, or the pet coke dust, which is the same, just crush the pet coke. We don't have pet coke yet, we only have coal coke, but then once we do that, we get the hop dust. You burn this in a furnace to make the ingot, and then using for the ingots we can press them into the rod, and then we can craft it at the engineer's workbench right now. And then at some point when we have the press, we can automate the task. But for now, where do we put power on this guy? Items are input into the squeezer via the 2 hatches at the back that are marked with blue dots. Oh, here we go. So this is the back. So we put items in through here. And how do we put the power in? Let's see if we can stop. There we go. So this is the back. Okay, so the power goes up here. Power is right there. So we're gonna have to string some electricity along from here. And I believe these 2 machines, this one is going to take a lot of power, this one not so much. So let's grab some medium voltage. We're going to need 2 of the connectors, MV wire connectors. We're going to need some NV relays. And then we're going to need the coil. I should probably get the insulated version, but it's expensive. So we're going to do the uninsulated version for now. Maybe at some point we'll upgrade it. Luckily we do have a lot of electrum because I purchased it from the electrician while I was busy. Oh, we're gonna need one more. Then we're gonna string, let's see. How far does this go? Power wires, basic wiring. Each connector. Does not really say. How long it can be. I just know you can't really make it do diagonals that well. So we need to bring it over here. Like here. So let's see if we do this and connect it. Yeah, just don't jump, we'll be fine. Actually, I could probably... We do the relay in here and break this block. Can it reach with the curve? Yeah, that makes it a little bit safer since it goes upwards. And then we can plug it in right here. Then you just look at this, go up here. Put our relay, connect that. Then we want to connect it here, and it shows you what blocks are in the way. Like that. Then we can loop around the back here as well. Let's get one on here. We're gonna need one more connector actually. MV wire connector. Oh, we're out of electrum. Electrum. You can make it in the alloy furnace with gold and silver. Gold. Do we have any more silver? 9. Should be good enough for now. Once we get the arc reactor going, we'll be able to make a lot more. Much easier. Right now we just have to do it the slow way. See any coal coke. Let's just grab one of these. Should work. Yep, there we go. Let's continue wiring this up. Because it's going to go here. We want one there. Over here. Then we can connect this. Like that. Then we can grab our electrum ingots. And make our connector. Put it right here. And now it works. Let's see, this one holds 16 KFE. This one holds 64 KFE. Where's the input on the bad? This guy. Input's right here. You can do it manually. So, to make the electrodes, we need to make this. So we need 8 coke dust, which means we need a lot of cold coke. Coke oven is just coal to coal coke. So let's grab a stack. We might even have to upgrade. And when I say upgrade, I mean obtain some more production. expand the production, because right now we only have one coal coke oven. We might have to do 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. We can go ahead and put it in there. Is it doing something? Has to be dust. Silly me. Has to be dust first, not the whole thing. And then over here, I did upgrade our power generation with this thermoelectric generator. So now we have a lot more power. So I think this alone actually provides enough to run most of the things. Don't really need the water wheel, but it provides an excellent buffer. And then the way this works is that the power goes right into this accumulator, which feeds the ones behind it, and then this last one leads into those machines. So those machines have a big buffer of power here. There we go, all the coke dust is done. So now we should be able to do it just like that. And looks like it's working. It did look like it drew a lot of power. I want to see how that looks. Okay, not too bad. Looked like a massive amount of power, but not so much actually. And we get 7 hop graphite, because it's a 8-to-1 ratio. Now we cook these. Yeah, I have so much wood, I'm just throwing it into the furnaces. We need an engineer's workbench, which I think I can steal, or we have one over here, right? Yeah. Put it right there. It takes 4, so we need 12 of these actually. So we're gonna need a lot more coal coke. Let's see, is there any other way to make coal coke? Well, actually, since you also can use... Yeah, that's the only way. But since you can make it out of that other material, that's probably how you're supposed to get more of it. Like so. And 1 graphite electrode. Now, I'm not sure if it will run with just 1. Maybe it will. Let's see. What can we craft with this now? Ah, our aluminum. We've been needing a lot of aluminum, but we can't actually make it. Here we go. Because if you look, aluminum grit can only be made by crushing bauxite in the crusher. Oh, you also get it from corundum. Interesting. Well, then to make the ingots itself, you have to put it into an arc furnace to get it with an ingot. Because if you just try to cook the bauxite, you just cook the bauxite, you only get nuggets. You don't get the whole thing. Now, some byproducts of using the arc furnace is slag. And it looks like it's working. It's working very slowly, probably because we only have 1 electrode in here. If at all, actually. I can't tell if it's going up. Yeah, it looks like it's working, but it's working extremely slow, probably because we only have 1 in there. So we're going to need even more graphite electrodes, which means more coal coke. It's probably a lot faster once you have 3 in here. Yeah, where is it? It's these, the graphite dust. Yeah, the pet coke. Because pet coke comes from the coker, which is bitumen any type of water, and then you get the pet coke and sulfurized diesel. Pet coke, coker, bitumen. Yeah, bitumen comes from the distillation tower, which comes from crude oil. You put crude oil in the tower, it produces naphtha, sulfurized diesel, lubricant, and the bitumen. It does look like it's kinda working. Just extremely slowly. Alright then. We've built it though, so now we just have to wait to actually use it to its full potential. So I guess next, because we looted the diesel generator, we're gonna wanna find some diesel. Let's see, oil processing. So where do we find it? Fluid reservoirs. While mining near bedrock, you'll occasionally notice a slick black crude oil. With the help of a specially designed machine, you can use them. Use the seismic survey tool, buckshot cartridge loaded in, to find it. That's for the end, aquifers for water, oil reservoir. So this is what we're gonna find. So that's our next step, oil distillation and production. That way we can actually use this and start getting some aluminum. And that should be filling out. Traps and defenses. Oh yeah, because we found those. Make some turrets. Yeah, seismic survey tools. So that's going to be the next step down here. Oil derrick, distillation tower, creating rubber and that kind of stuff. But for now, my head hurts from all this advanced engineering. Thank you for sticking around. I'll see you next time.